All right, so we're going to work on angles today, and you have already watched the video about 360, so you should recognize that this is a circle, and from the zero, if we go all the way around the circle, we get back to 360 degrees, which means that we have a circle and it's cut into 360 tiny little slivers, 360 tiny little slices. And that is what we use to measure angles so that we can measure them very accurately. Now, if you think back to when we learned about angles earlier at the beginning of the year, some of this is going to be real familiar and some of it is going to be new. This is a straight line, and as you can see, we start at 0, and if we measure all the way around, we get to 180. So a straight line, or a straight angle, we call a 180-degree angle. This is a familiar angle. We started at the 0, and we go around to the 90, the 90-degree angle, or what we call a right angle. Okay? So we're going to look at the straight angle for a little bit. I've drawn a straight angle here, A, B, D, and that's a 180-degree angle because it's just a straight line. I've also drawn this angle C, B, D, and I've measured that and labeled it a 70-degree angle. The question for you is, angle A, B, C is an obtuse angle, and the challenge is, can you tell me what the measurement is of that angle? We know that angle A, B, D is a 180-degree angle, and we know that angle C, B, D is a 70-degree angle. You can hit pause and see if you can calculate this angle before we go to the next slide. Okay, so hopefully you took angle ABD that you knew was 180 and angle angle CBD, which is 70, and you subtracted that and you got 110. We could also think about, we could do 70 plus what would equal 180. Okay, because we know that the straight line has to equal a total of 180. We'll go to our next slide. Here we have our right angle, and our right angle is angle A, B, C, and it's a right angle, and we know that because we have a little square that's been put in to designate that it's a 90-degree angle. Then I've drawn angle A, B, R with a measure of 30 degrees. So the challenge on this one is for you to calculate this bigger angle, which is angle RBC. So you can hit pause and see if you can figure out the measure of this angle. Okay, hopefully you thought about if the right angle is 90, and basically we've just taken this line segment and we have cut this angle into two parts. One part, ABR, we know is 30, so 30 plus what is going to give us the total of 90, and that would be 60 degrees. So angle RBC would be a 60-degree angle. Good job. Now, the next thing I want you to do is practice measuring some angles with protractors. So there is a Khan Academy class you will need to check your email for an invitation to that class. You should have an email, and it should have a link in it that you can click on to join that class. Once you've joined the class, I'm going to assign a protractor lesson and then 2 practice lessons where you practice with a digital protractor to actually measure some angles. I have to wait until we have a couple of students in each class before it's going to let me assign the lessons. So if you're one of the first 1 or 2 students, you might have to wait maybe until tomorrow or the next day until there's a couple of students in each class, and then I can assign the lessons. Today it's not letting me assign lessons because there's no students. And remember that you can look over this lesson anytime you need to, and you can also go in your math classroom and look at our resource materials, and you can see the posters that we had at the beginning of the year hanging in the classroom. So don't forget to check your email and be sure that you're signed in to the Khan Academy class. Thank you.